Greetings. I am here to document my first day, official day of the water only regimen. My hair has been loose since Saturday. Today is Tuesday. So I had my hair loose for my birthday party. And my hair does have a tendency to mat up very fast from the roots. I know a lot of naturals, they complain about their ends, like having knots and tangles and stuff, but that's never been an issue for me. Mine is like the matting at the root. So I cannot go more than 2 or 3 days with my hair loose without experiencing matting. The reason that I decided to do the water only regimen or lifestyle, actually I do want this to be like my permanent way of caring for my hair, is I've always wanted to only do that, and instinctively, intuitively, it's been something in me that has only wanted to do that, but me just not thinking about it or going through the processes in my mind enough to like really make me solid on it. But I know that our hair thrives in water. I know that my hair thrives in water, and so I've never been into products. I mean, for years I've been natural since I was 14. So for many, many, many years, and I've never been big on products. I've never, in any way. So especially hair products, I never got into all the sprays and all these things and all that stuff. I've always been natural, using natural oils and edible things for my hair conditioning, and herbal infusions and things like that. So it only makes sense that this be my next step in my evolution just as a woman, and loving myself and exploring more of myself. And I've always been curious when, we hear people say, oh, our hair has natural oils that it produces, the sebum, and we only think that it just stays on the scalp, but it is possible, and it is, the purpose of it is to coat our hair strands and to give us everything that our hair chemically needs. And so here I am. I'm very excited and anxious about that experience. The beauty of my body producing everything it needs for itself. And I've always said that in every area of life, that, we're born with everything that we need. Our body is miraculous, and we get in the way of its natural processes all the time. And I have a very natural lifestyle in every other area, and I think I've done pretty well, like I say, just using olive oils and things like that for decades on my hair now. But I am ready to take it to the next step and to experience truly natural hair, where all I'm putting on my hair is water, and allowing the beautiful, magnificent body to give my hair what it naturally has to give my hair. It's just very much the same with breast milk. Moms, your body produces this beautiful bounty of food for your baby. Nothing outside of that is better. No formula, nothing. So what could be better for my hair than what my body naturally produces for it? My own scalp, my own biochemistry producing this like oil that is only made for me. Like, I mean, how exclusive is that? Like, I can't go to Whole Foods and buy an oil and think of all these exotic things from this country and that country and this country and that country. No, the most exotic, most beautiful, most exclusive thing for me is me. It's coming from my body. So I don't want to deny myself that anymore. And so this is my official first day. And right now, again, like I said, I'm just unmatting my hair. And I just did a good rinse on my hair. You can see my texture. I love my hair, and I love how it feels. I mean, I've always enjoyed oil in my hair, but I do love my natural texture without anything in it. It feels really good. It's very bushy and cottony, and I love it. So I'm very excited about seeing how this process goes. So right now, after I did the hair, the whole head rinse, I just, separated some of the major mats. And now I'm just going to spray each little section and, separate it. It's like webs and weaving. And so I know a lot of women look at this and say, oh my God, it's such a mess. But for me, it's not. I love it. I love every characteristic of my hair. This is like a meditation for me, and a way for me to pamper myself. I don't use tools. I have not used tools for years now in my hair. I don't use combs or brushes. I've never used brushes. And before, I only used wide tooth combs minimally, but for years now I have not. Now I'll put at least 3 years on it. The last time I used a comb was September of last year, and it was in honor of my father at his funeral. My father was the very first person who gave me an afro when I was a little girl, and I fell in love with afros, and that's my favorite way to wear my hair. And so in honor of my daddy, I afroed my hair out last year at his funeral. And that was the last time I've used, or the first time I'd used a comb in at least 2 years since then. So I don't use combs, never use brushes. And so this process is a beautiful process to me. It's not a burden. It's not a headache in any way. It's just another way for me to get in touch with myself and love myself, experience myself, and meditate. I get to gaze at my beauty in the mirror. And so here I am, and I just wanted to document for myself and also to share, my official first day of the water only method. So my plan is to fully saturate my hair under the tap 3 times a day. As you can see, can you get a little closer? Mm-hmm. The web and the weave that I talk about, but I love that. It's like dream catchers in my hair. So yeah, that's my plan, to 3 times a day completely saturate my hair. Right now I'm just going to separate this and put plaits in it. Some of the plaits I'll probably have loose, and some of them I'll have tighter, depending on the area of my hair. If I feel like the areas that mat up easier, I'll braid tighter to keep it stretched and prevent the matting. And so I'll do this, and then I'll plait it up, and I'll wet it 3 times a day. And then my plan is to once a week take the plaits out and individually detangle, unmat again, run through again, and braid it back up. And every day do the scalp massage, and so that's that. And now I'm going to stop talking and just do a section of hair so you see the process. this was a pretty easy section to bring next. So now just going to braid it. I just like to make sure that, you know, each I can easily separate it into 3 sections to plait. So just to be able to get that one section, 2 and 3, and now braid. And I figure as the days and weeks go by, like I say, I'm going to, well, I definitely want to make sure I braid very, a little tight at the root, at the base, because my hair does mat at the root. That's where I have my matting take place. But I figure if it's not thoroughly detangled over the weeks, as I go back in, and after these sections have stretched, and it'll be easier each time. It'll get easier as it goes. So and naturally, in the beginning, it's gonna feel like the hair is super duper dry. I mean, our hair is just naturally dry, but I don't mind any of that. I love every characteristic of my hair. I love. So I don't complain about anything that my hair does. I just learn it and work with it, and it works with me. And I just grow to appreciate it and love it more, and learn what it needs. And mostly it needs water. It needs to be left alone, it needs to be loved, and definitely keeping it stretched helps maintain the, you know, the breaking and the tangles. So it's very simple, and I love simple. Absolutely love simple. So yeah, so my hair was loose for my birthday party, February 8th. You know, it's Saturday, today's Tuesday, and I don't usually wear my hair loose. I have been very disciplined in keeping my hair in braids and twists and keeping my ends tucked away. So I definitely love and encourage protective styling. And the way I did my hair for my birthday was I just did like twists like this, and bantu knotted it, and it was like nice and stretched, and I had some lovely waves in it, and all I used on it was rosemary oil. So again, even before starting this regimen, I'm not coming from being like, you know, a product user or anything like that. I've always had simple measures and simple things that I do with my hair. So, but the water, the wetting, the wanting to just wet it every day, and just intuitively always wanted to do that, always. And I have done well at moisturizing, but I wanted to just do it every day and just go hard on the water, like every day, 2 or 3 times every day. And I know my hair is just going to thrive, and I look forward to it. I'm real excited. I'm very, very excited. And I remember when I was a little girl, I used to live in the projects, and there was this girl in the projects, and her hair was so healthy, and it was always very well moisturized. It was always moist, and everybody used to ask her, what do you do? How do you? Everybody thought she had some like special texture or something, and it was just because her hair was very well moisturized. And she said, "Oh, I just put water on it every day." And of course, back then everybody used grease. What she said, grease and water. And I remember some of the girls would go out and get the grease that she used, and they thought that the magic was from the grease, but I always knew it was the water. It was the water. It was the water. We're so trained to think outside of ourselves. We have everything we need. Our body is made of water. All the natural elements is all we need. We were so perfectly designed and created, and it's so simple, and we make things so complicated. We really, really do. And so I always knew it was the water. I always knew it was the water. But it still got lost in translation because I didn't apply it to myself. And, during that time, my mom was just caring for my hair and cursing my hair all the time and angry at my hair all the time. So at that time, I didn't have that independence of getting into myself and caring for myself yet. And then another time when it was just like blatant in my face that water is the key, water is the secret, is when I was with my children's father. And every single day, this man took a shower and wet his hair. Every single day. And put conditioner in it. And he didn't always rinse the conditioner out. And he would just get out the shower and leave it alone. He would get out, it would be a little white, a little residue. After a minute, after a little while, it would dry, and he would go on with his day. He had the softest, most coily, beautiful hair, and it grew like so long and so fast. And he definitely was very tender-headed, never liked to pick or comb his hair. So he left it alone, just left it alone. In its afro state, just boom. No satin bonnets like we women do, none of that. Just every day, get up, wet it, in the shower, condition it, and leave it alone. And I'm telling you, man, sometimes he would get like faded haircuts and stuff because he was in the corporate world. So, sometimes you have to cut your hair and get all groomed and stuff. And he would cut his hair, and then it seemed like less than a year, it was like right back where it was. And I was just like, wow. What he got? What he doing? But it was the water. It was the water. It was the water. It was the water. So now, here I am. And it is the water, and it will be the water. And I'm very, very, very excited. And it will be, of course, my sebum. My own exotic, exclusive, just for me sebum. How beautiful is that? It's just, that's so live. That's live. That's the livest thing ever. So yeah. And then I did get inspiration, that was all my inspiration, but motivation from the sister's video I just saw. I just discovered her last week because again, it's just been on me like, oh, I just want to just be water. And I saw the sister water only wash. And oh my God, if that's not motivation and confirmation for what I've already been wanting to do for years. So she just sent me there. She sent me there. That sister's got some beautiful, beautiful results, beautiful, healthy hair. And I know it's possible. It's possible. I'm a natural woman. I've been natural and, having a natural lifestyle for decades now. So I know it's possible. So here I am. Finally taking my first step on this in this way, and I'm very excited, and I just want to shout her out. Thank you. Peace and love to you, beautiful sister water only wash. But I do also want to recognize the other sister, Frotastic, because I saw her video first actually. Okay. I actually did see her video first, and I saw her video some months ago. And I don't know that she, at the time, I think she was just kind of experimenting. I love that she does experiment. She's very scientific about her experiences. I love it, and she comes back and she documents, and she comes back and shares her results and things. But I don't know that she stayed there and rested on it and was like, okay, this is the way. But what I gathered from Water Only Wash, or Water, did I say that right? Is that like this is it for her. And so hers, again, just motivated me and resonated with me, as did Protastic. But the Water Only Wash just was that next level motivation for me. And so here I am, documenting and sharing my first day. And I encourage some other sisters out there to try it. And just, even if you don't stay that way forever, but why not try it? Just open your mind and try it, and explore and experience and check it out and see what your own natural body has in store for you. So I know my sebum is the bomb. I know my hair is the bomb. I know it's about to just be a bomb when all this sebum just be luxuriating my hair. And I'm excited. Very, very, very much excited. So you can see my texture and my coils. And my hair feels so good. I just love my hair. And this, I feel I'm going to experience more of my natural hair, my natural texture. Because when you put products, even, oils and things like that, you don't really fully experience what your hair texture really, really is. And I feel like I've also been kind of out of touch with the density of my hair. I think my hair is relatively thin. I say that my hair is thin. My daughter always tells me that my hair is not thin, but I do think I have low density hair. But it's just very bushy and cottony, and I love that. And like I said, I absolutely adore afros. And so at one point I was like, well, now that my hair has gotten a little length on it, my froze won't be the same. But I think this will be the solution to that as well. If I decide, and when I decide to wear my hair loose, but that'll be a little bit down the road. First I want to just get that sebum really activated and stimulated and get full coverage on my strands with it. And, so yeah. But I just love how cottony and bushy and fluffy. And right now I'm going to take this down after I do this braid so y'all can see what I'm talking about when I say how my hair mats at the root. It was just like one mass. My hair would happily lock. And I know my locks would be so beautiful. I love locks. But I don't choose to have locks because I love afros more. I just love big, wild, bushy hair more. And so yeah, I'm excited. Excited indeed. Excited indeed. Okay, so take this little twist out. We'll see. I'm saying just like one mass. I love it. So it's just like matted at the root. And I just take my time, even if I don't do all this like right now in this one little session. I'm very patient and Do a little at a time, a little at a time. So right now I've done 4 sections. I did this piece first, and this one is a little larger. These in the back I'm definitely going to do a little tighter because the back mats quicker back there, and keep it stretched. So that's that. I won't make you watch me do this whole process, so I just wanted to come on and document for myself, but also to share, because I really do want to start contributing some natural hair videos in YouTube land. And my daughter and I have a channel coming up soon. We made our first video, and we're going to be recording some videos together. And I don't think she's ready to do the water only, but we are doing edible food conditioning and treatments only for her hair. So we are not buying pre-made, already made, processed products. You know, we are going to make our own, use herbal infusions and banana and avocado deep conditioning treatments and things like that, and olive oils, and infusing them with rosemary and herbs and things like that. So we will be sharing all of those natural, beautiful things, hair care methods. So, alright, you'll see me soon. Peace.